allegedly were properly vetted, and then were literally planning terrorist attacks on our country. That happened during the campaign, if you may remember. So clearly not all of these foreign nationals
but there are
have been properly
30,000
vetted.
people in the pipeline, Afghan refugees.
But my primary concern as the vice president, Margaret, is to look after the American people. And now that we know that we have vetting problems with a lot of these refugee programs, we absolutely cannot unleash thousands of unvetted people into our country.
These people
it's
are
not
vetted.
good.
These people are vetted.
Just like the guy who planned a terrorist attack in Oklahoma a few months ago, he was allegedly properly vetted, and many people in the media and the Democratic Party said that he was properly vetted. Clearly he wasn't. I don't want my children to share a neighborhood with people who are not properly vetted, and because I don't want it for my kids, I'm not going to force any other American citizens' kids to do that either.
No, and that was a very particular case. It wasn't clear if he was radicalized when he got here or while he was living here.
I don't really care, Margaret. I don't want that person in my country, and I think most Americans agree with me.
JD Vance, common sense, but it's so cathartic to hear our leaders, people in power, to operating not out of fear, out of how this is being spun by the media, just cutting right through this and saying, we don't trust this vetting before. He didn't rule out ever having any Afghan refugees, but that he doesn't trust the vetting done prior, and that it needs to all be redone by this new administration to a higher standard. Clearly the Biden administration had very low standards for what qualified somebody to come into this country. And that Trump and Vance, common sense, say that we need a higher standard. And he just doesn't care how the media are going to try to spin this. So great.